Hello there, Code Monkeys. I've just been wanting to kind of do something like this for a while. Basically, I just wanted to do some behind-the-scenes videos for any of you who may be interested in sort of the production aspect of what it is that I do here at Coded Lock Films. I mean, you know, there's tons of different stuff that goes into, you know, making a review. I mean, vlogs are kind of, you know, a whole separate beast, you know, because it's just, you know, sort of improvised. But when it comes to, you know, the review, there's, you know, like there's not just writing and filming and editing and that's it. You know, it's there's a lot more that happens kind of sort of behind the scenes that that you don't necessarily see, and I thought some of you might be interested in that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make kind of a short series of videos sort of explaining, you know, like my whole DIY approach. And the first thing I want to talk about is my lighting setup. Now, if you look at some of my slightly older videos, not really old, but slightly older, you can see that the lighting in them is not actually all that great. The lighting setup that I'm going to be talking about right now is actually a very new lighting setup. At time of making this video, I have not actually used this lighting setup in a review. In fact, this is the very first video that I'm shooting with this new lighting setup. But basically what it is I took... there are a couple of channels that I follow that are really great for DIY filmmaking stuff. One of them is Indy Mogul, and the other one is Film Riot. Film Riot is probably my favorite of the two, but Film Riot has created this entire series of DIY equipment. Oh, and one other guy I should mention, the Frugal Filmmaker, because he was one of the inspirations for these light stands as well. So I found a couple of different light stand tutorials and just like videos about DIY lighting, a little bit on Indy Mogul, but mostly on, again, Film Riot and on the Frugal Filmmaker. Which are, you know, like these really great channels if you're kind of into the whole DIY video making thing. So what I did was I kind of incorporated aspects of both the Frugal Filmmaker's light stands and the Film Riot light stands. From Film Riot, I took the base. Basically, I took the base exactly as it is from Film Riot. And so what I did is, my lighting kit, what's great about it is that it actually fits entirely in this bag. Like when I break down my lighting kit, it fits entirely in this bag. And that's really nice, because it makes it extremely portable. It's very modular. So what I did was I measured my bag, and I decided that PVC pipes of about a foot, you know, like a foot was about the maximum length I could fit inside that particular bag, and I wanted to be able to fit it all into my bag. So what I did was I cut, you can see this looking at the stands, I cut some longer lengths of a foot of this 3/4 inch PVC pipe, and then I cut a bunch of those in half to make these smaller sections that you can see in the base. And from there, it was just a simple matter of putting all the couplings together. And the reason that the base is the way that it is to add some stability to the light stand. What I didn't like about the Frugal Filmmaker's stand is his approach to making the light stand stable. He does have, he did explain some good ways of creating stability for his light stand that he had created, but I wanted something even a little bit more stable than that, and that's why I took the Film Riot base for my stands. And then you can see, if you look at the shafts on these light stands, you can see what I have done there is I have gotten these, I have taken more foot-long pieces of PVC, and I've just kind of, you know, stacked them up on top of each other. And what's really great about that, you know, it's modular. It can, you know, it fits a bunch of different lengths, and I've actually got them to go up quite high, which is nice if I ever, you know, want a nice light, you know, kind of, you know, near the top of my head. And so yeah, and that modular aspect is what I took from the Frugal Filmmaker's approach to the lighting stands. And so by taking what I liked about those two stands and kind of merging them together, I've created this really nice, really cheap lighting setup that I can, you know, break down very easily and take just about anywhere I want. And so those are the lighting stands. When it comes to the other art hardware, I have one small extension cord. It's not a terribly small extension cord, but it's smaller than, like, you know, like a big one of those big orange industrial guys. And I have that running to my second light over here, which is a little bit farther away from my surge protector that I have underneath my bed here, which goes to my gaming consoles as well as my phone charger. And I carry this surge protector, which is just held together with some rubber bands in my in the bag. So if I ever need to go on location, I always have I have as many plugs as I need, because I'm never going to use more light stands than this. At present time, I only have 2 light stands, so I can't do 3-point lighting setups. At least I can't do them. I can do them, but not in, you know, like a terribly controlled sense. What I'm using right now is the 2 lights from the light stands to light this video, and then I also have the light coming down on the top of my head from my ceiling lights, which are not terribly powerful, but it works well enough for my purposes. So again, a surge protector, so I have can have as many outlets as I need. And on the surge protector, you'll see it has a very long, very nice cord. I knew that I was gonna need to have the cord on the when I was kind of picking out the surge protector that I wanted. I knew I wanted one with a good long cord. I don't know what the exact length on it is, but it's certainly long enough for my purposes. So the next thing that I can talk about is the lights themselves. First of all, what I use is these very cheap, simple can lights that I got from Home Depot. But the problem with those is that a lot of them are made in China, and a lot of them contain trace amounts of lead, and they recommend washing your hands after every time you use them. So what I did to kind of prevent myself, to kind of keep myself from needing to do that every single time, was I wrapped the, you can see that I wrapped the clamps in electrical tape, and then I spray painted the back of these can lights with a heat-resistant spray paint. And this spray paint is really heat-resistant. I mean, it's designed to withstand the heat of a car engine. And my lights won't ever get close to nearly that hot, which is what I'll be getting to in a moment. What I use to diffuse the light, actually I have the box sitting over here, so just need to grab that, is these. My mom has had these forever, so I don't really know where you might find them if you were looking for them, but they are these 15-inch milk filter discs. And they're really great, I find, for diffusing light. You know, they're very, you know, they're large, so you can kind of have kind of a wide you know, a wide variety of light reflector diameters available to you. What I did with these was I took a hole punch, and I punched some holes going around the perimeter, and I threaded an elastic band through them so that I could sort of take them on and off the lights as I needed to. Now, these, I should say, the light bulbs that I use for my video setup are these daylight compact fluorescent bulbs. What's great about CFLs is that they burn very cool. They don't get hot. I mean, they do have a little bit of heat, and if I put my hand like right up to the light, I can feel a tiny bit of heat, but they are very cool burning bulbs, which is nice, because if my bulbs burned hot, then I would have to kind of worry about my milk filters catching fire, because they are made of a gauze material. But with the CFLs, they burn nice and cool. I don't have to worry about that kind of thing. And so This is a, so that is my lighting setup, basically, and I think it works very, very well. I think I get some very clean, very good light. The reason that you can get different types of light heat, essentially, and when I say heat, I don't mean like the heat of the bulb, I mean like the type of light that it looks like. And the reason I like the daylight bulbs is because I just find that that's what my personal skin tone looks best with. I like the way my skin tone looks with daylight bulbs, so I use the compact fluorescent lights for my videos, or I will be soon, because as I said, this is the very first video I'm shooting with this lighting setup. But I really, really like it. I think, you know, it was all fairly cheap. I don't know the exact price, but if I had to guess, I would say that with the cost of all the materials and all like all the stuff that I got, I would say that my entire lighting setup cost me somewhere in the range of $30 to $50. And $50 is like way high end. Like, I don't think it's that high, but I know I'm fairly certain that it would not be above that. So that's how I do the lighting for my videos, or again, as I said, how I will be doing the lighting for my videos. And the next video, I'm going to talk about a little bit of prop building, specifically the meme ray. So until then, I will see you guys next time.